Hello everybody, welcome to my top 5 psychic types up to and including Generation 7. I hope you enjoyed the And Star City music, because that's a psychic type gym, because of Olympia. Well, let's get started. Number 5 is Claydoll. Now, I really do like Claydoll. Beltoy was one of my first Pokemon I caught in Pokemon X and Y, not X and Y, in Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, which is the Nintendo Shadow Pokemon type game. It's a really cool Pokemon. It evolves into this. Claydoll is actually pretty strong and pretty tough. I wish it were a ghost type instead of a ground type. I think a psychic ghost type would be cool, especially with Claydoll, and it kind of looks like a ghost type. So I think that'd be cool. Number 4, Delphox. Now Delphox is actually a cool typing because it's a fire psychic. Only Vinkini is the other one, I think. I don't think there's anything else, but it's really cool. It's a starter Pokemon, Final Evolution, which is really cool. I don't really like the design too well. I mean, it's decent. I like the fire stick thing, but I mean, if it were a fighting type, not a fighting type, like a ground type or something, maybe. But it's kind of weird, and they could have done so much more with it. Number 3 is Mew and Mewtwo. Now, I'm counting these two as the same entity because they are legendaries and because I can't pick between them. I kind of like Mew because I like Mew. I don't kind of like Mew. I like Mew for the reason that it's a cute, adorable little pink puffball. It's also a genetic Pokemon that can be any Pokemon it wants to be. It's a really cool story in Insurgents if you haven't played that game. And I really like Mew too. Just kidding. I really like Mewtwo because it's kind of a dark, sinister type Pokemon, but it's really cool in the fact that it's so super strong. If you watch the Origin series, you saw in the last video that it just desecrates blue in its entire team, which is kind of awesome. And I'm so happy when I caught mine in Fire Red. I mean, I use this thing everywhere. I'm like, ha, oddish, Mewtwo. I'm like, oh, you've got an Espeon. That's cool. Mewtwo. It's kind of funny how that works, and I really like Mewtwo and Mew just because it's so strong, and they're the first legendaries. And I grew up with Fire Red and Leaf Green, so that's where I started at. Number 2 is Gardevoir. Yes, I mentioned Mega Gardevoir on my Fairy type channel. However, Gardevoir is not a Fairy type. It is only a Psychic type, and so I like it a lot. Not because of the inappropriate stuff that people do, but it's a really cool looking Pokemon. I kind of like the dress type thing, even though it can be a male. I typically like mine to be a female though, just because I like using that setup better. I think it's really cool. The Mega form's pretty cool, yes, but I like it better with the shiny form because I like the blacks for some reason on it. And I wish it were a grass type because the green colors. I mean, I think that'd be cool for it to be a grass type as well. And I really enjoyed using mine in my X and Y playthrough that I did. Before we go to number 1, here's some honorable mentions. I have mentioned Metagross before, but I have not mentioned Executor. I really like Metagross. It probably would fit in about 4 on this list. Executor, I used one on, let's see, I think I did a grass monotype team through X and Y one time. So I used it, yeah, I did a grass one. So I used it on that, and it was okay. I mean, it wasn't my favorite, and that's why it's not higher on the list. Number 1 is Espeon, of course, an evolution, because I love evolutions, and who doesn't? If you don't get out, no, I'm kidding, you're fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions here. But I really like Espeon, and I fell in love with Espeon in the Coliseum game, of course. I fell in love with everything in the Coliseum or XD game, and it's terrible. Or it's Fire Red or Leaf Green. Yeah, I know, I'm a Gen 1er, as most people say, but I'm not, so get over it. Espeon's not a Gen 1 Pokemon. Deal with it. It's cool, and it brings down the Psychic type, and it's a really good counterpart to Umbreon, and I really like those two together, and that's why Coliseum was so fun for me, because I had both, and it was awesome. And I kind of like how it has the Mew tail. It's kind of got a Mew tail on it, just a little bit. You can kind of see the Mew tail, yeah. And I really like it, and I kind of find it funny because it's a Psychic type, and most Psychic types use ESP, and all evolutions have Eon at the end, so it's like ESP, Eon. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like to show your support, and subscribe for more content from me. Also, leave your favorite psychic types in the comments below so I can see how you feel about it. And that's all I have for you. So until next time, I'm ChaosMay006, and I will smell you later.